In 25th European Women's Chess Championship 2025 Round 11, Batsiashvili steers the game into a well-known Queen's Gambit declined exchange variation positional variation, testing Brunello's preparation. On d4. On d5. On c4. Batsiashvili considers playing pawn takes d5. On e6. Knight c3. Knight f6. Pawn takes d5. Pawn takes d5. This position is typical of Queen's Gambit declined exchange variation positional variation. Bishop g5. Bishop e7. On e3. On h6. Brunello is preparing to play pawn takes g5. Bishop h4. On c6. Bishop d3. King castled kingside. On h3. Rook e8. Bishop g3. Bishop d6. Brunello is preparing to play bishop takes g3. Pawn takes g3. Queen e7. Queen f3. Queen takes e3 check. Queen takes e3. Rook takes e3 check and establish a winning position. Knight ge2. On the 5. King castled kingside. Knight a6. Queen d2. Knight c7. On f3. Knight e6. Bishop e5. It is novelty move. Bishop e7. Rook a d1. On b5. On e4. On b4. Brunello intends to play pawn takes c3. Knight a4. Knight d7. Bishop g3. Knight b6. Brunello is preparing to play knight takes a4. Knight takes b6. Queen takes b6. Bishop f2. Bishop a6. Bishop takes a6. Queen takes a6. On e5. Rook a d8. On f4. On f5. Rook c1. Rook c8. King h1. Rook f8. Bishop e3. King h8. Rook c2. On a4. Rook d1. Rook b8. Rook c1. Rook bc8. Rook g1. Queen b7. Rook gd1. Queen a6. Queen e1. Queen b7. Queen f2. Bishop d8. Queen f3. Bishop a5. Bishop f2. Bishop d8. Rook d2. Bishop a5. Pawn b3. Batsiashvili's idea is to play pawn takes a4. Queen b5. Rook dc2. On a3. Queen h5. King h7. Queen f3. Bishop d8. Rook d1. Bishop e7. Bishop e3. Queen b7. King h2. Rook f7. On g4. Batsiashvili is aiming to play pawn takes f5. Rook takes f5. Knight g3. Rook f8. Queen g4. On c5. Queen takes e6 and gain a significant edge. Rook cf8. Rook dc1. Batsiashvili is setting up to play rook takes c6. Pawn takes g4. Queen takes g4. Knight d8. Rook g1. On g5. Think carefully what is the best move for Batsiashvili. Pawn takes g5 is the correct move because bishop takes g5. Bishop takes g5. Rook f2 check. King h1. Queen g7. Bishop takes d8. Batsiashvili have small advantage. Let's proceed to the main variation. On g5. On h4. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Brunello. King g6 is the right idea because pawn takes g5. Pawn takes g5. King g2. Rook h7. Pawn takes g5. On c5. Still Brunello is losing. Shifting to the main variation. On h4. Slightly worse move played by Batsiashvili. Batsiashvili's idea is to play pawn takes g5. Pawn takes g5. Knight g3. King h8. Pawn takes g5 and secure a strong hold in the game. King h8 slightly worse move played by Brunello. Pawn takes g5. Pawn takes g5. Pawn takes g5. Rook h7 check. King g2. Rook g8. Knight g3. Pawn c5. Rook h1. Think carefully what is the best move for Brunello. Bishop f8 is a strong choice, since Rook f2. Rook takes h1. King takes h1. Bishop h6. Knight f5. Queen d7. Still Brunello is losing, shifting to the main game. Rook h1. Queen a6 loses position played by Brunello. Rook takes h7 check. King takes h7. Queen h5 check. King g7. Time to think, find the best continuation for Batsiashvili. Knight f5 check is best move here because King f8. Rook f2. Queen g6. Knight d6 check. King g7. Knight f5 check. Batsiashvili have small advantage. Let's explore the main game. King g7. Rook f2 is not the best move played by Batsiashvili. Rook f8. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Batsiashvili? Rook f6 is the right idea because Bishop takes f6. Pawn takes f6 check. Rook takes f6. Pawn takes f6 check. Queen takes f6. Pawn takes c5. Batsiashvili have small advantage. Let's proceed to the main line. Batsiashvili might go for Knight f5 check. King f8. Knight d6 check. Bishop f6. Queen e8 check. King g7. Pawn takes f6 check. King h8. Queen h5 mate and gain a significant edge. Rook f8. Rook takes f8. Slightly worse move played by Batsiashvili. Bishop takes f8. Time to think, find the best continuation for Batsiashvili. Knight f5 check is best move here because King g8. Pawn g6. Queen b7. Pawn g7. Bishop takes g7. Queen e8 check. Batsiashvili have small advantage, shifting to the main game. Bishop takes f8. Pawn takes c5. Time to think, find the best continuation for Brunello. Queen g6 is logical continuation as Queen f3. Queen c6. Knight h5 check. King g6. Knight f4 check. King g7. Still Brunello is losing. Let's proceed to the main line. Pawn takes c5 turns the tide in the opponent's favor. Played by Batsiashvili. Queen d3. Slightly worse move played by Brunello. Queen f3. Batsiashvili is aiming to play Queen f6 check. King g8. Queen takes d8 and increase their advantage significantly. On d4. Queen f6 check. King g8. Bishop f2. Batsiashvili dominated and took the game.